clicked on this video today. Welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Erin, and I like to do all things beauty related, makeup, skincare, all that good stuff, as well as entertainment. So I do movie reviews as well as TV show reviews on my channel here. And so if you like either of those things, go ahead and check out some other videos in my channel. Subscribe if you want to see some really great content coming at you every week. But today I want to hop on this tag, this little video that's going around. It was started by Emily Noel, who is a great creator here on YouTube. I love her videos, I love her channel. And she did this video if she had $1,000 to spend at Sephora. So this kind of ideal, this fantasy, would be something that would be like ideal for the makeup lover. If you had $1,000, no consequences, you had this $1,000 just for Sephora, what would you pick up, what would you buy? So I went ahead and did my own list of things I would buy from Sephora if I had $1,000, and I'm going to share those things with you today. So if that's interesting to you, just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm definitely going to start off with one of my favorite things to buy, one of my favorite makeup products ever, and that is eyeshadows. So I have quite a few eyeshadows, and I thought if I had $1,000, I'm definitely going to want to pick up some luxury things or some things that normally I just would not buy because of they're just so expensive. So I started thinking about the luxury brands. Now, I did a video not too long ago about how to start getting luxury stuff, and I talked about using discounts or wait until sales, stuff like that, to start building up a luxury collection if you're interested in that. I know some people are not even interested in luxury makeup, but I like it. I like to have, you know, things that I can just be like, ooh, you know, Tom Ford palette or Natasha Denona. But if I had $1,000, I definitely would pick up some more to add to my luxury collection that I've started. And then I've also picked up some other palettes that are not necessarily luxury, but are things that I just want that I might not necessarily buy. So the first item is one of those items is Violet Voss, the Sakura Blossom palette. It just recently came out. I like this palette because it's pink themed and it's also based on cherry blossoms from Japan, which I love that. I love like Japanese culture and Japanese history and pop culture, stuff like that. And so that palette is just very interesting to me, and I like the color scheme of it. It looks really pretty. That retails for $42. The next eyeshadow palette I have on my list here is the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eyeshadow Palette in the Quad Pillow Talk. So this one is a 4-shade palette. It's based off of Pillow Talk, I believe, and that one is $53. That one I just think it looks pretty. I have one Charlotte Tilbury Quad. Is it up here? Yeah, I have one Charlotte Tilbury Quad, which is the green lights one, and I would like to expand because I do like this palette. It's cute. It's a cute little palette. So that one retails for $53, and that one's like a peachy pink toned as well. The next palette on my list is from Tom Ford. Is the Pretty Baby palette. Tom Ford palette retails for $88. This palette I just think is super cute. I do have two Tom Ford palettes that I got again on sale. Paying $88 for a Tom Ford palette at full price is mind-boggling to me, so I'm definitely waiting for sales to pick up some more of his palettes. I would love to get his other one too that's like a more purpley one. I forgot what it's called, but that one's been out of stock everywhere, so I don't even know if that's available anymore. Next on my list comes from Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona is, you know, quite expensive, and I would love to have the Metropolis palette. That's one palette that I see a lot of people really love, and that palette retails for $129. Very beautiful palette. Just I can't with $129. I have one Natasha Denona palette, which is the Tropic palette, and again, got that on sale for half off. So next I have the Mcgrath Labs Mothership 6. I think that one's really pretty. I think it's cute. It's like more colorful, and I would like to add on to my Mcgrath collection. I have 5 of her palettes now, 2 of the big ones, and then 2 6 pans, and then one like the little mini one with the 5 shades in it, like a little sampler type thing. Mcgrath's big palettes retail for $125. I've yet to pay full price for any of the ones I have, because that's just kind of $125. That's a lot. But if I had $1,000, I would definitely pick up that Mothership 6. I think it's super pretty. Alright, next palette, I have a lot of palettes, sorry, is from Rowan. This brand really interests me. I don't own anything from this brand, but the brand aesthetic and the brand like concept is really interesting to me. And their little quads, I'm dying for one of them. The one I have on my list is the 1111 one. I believe that's the more cool tone one. They have like a cool tone one, a more warm one, and then one that's like kind of in the middle. And the 1111 one I think is the more cool tone one. Those retail for $42 for quad. Yep, $42. That's pretty much with the Charlotte Tilbury. Very expensive for a quad, obviously, but it does interest me. And if I had $1,000 to spend, I would definitely pick it up. And then last but not least, for the eyeshadow palettes, I have the Viseart Rose Edit. This one costs $39. Viseart is another brand that definitely is more of that higher end luxury pricing, but this one I believe is like a mini palette. It's their Rose edition, and it's $39. So not the most expensive, but I would love to try out Viseart eyeshadows because I've never tried them before. So that's all for eyeshadows. Let's move on to the next section. Alright, heading into the next section, we have face products. So what face products would I put into my Sephora $1,000 basket? The first one is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. This one retails for $46. I really want to try this. This brand is also very interesting to me, and I would love to try this serum skin tint because I don't think I have anything like it. I do have the Closest Oil Foundation one. I really love that one, so I'm sure I will love the Ilia one because they're kind of a similar concept, except for this one it says it's a serum and the Closest one is more of an oil, and so I would just really love to try it. And at $46, you know, that's some foundations. I have foundations that are similar price to that, and I have some that are way cheaper that I love, but $46 is not too bad. And then for the other face product, I want the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Perfection Foundation. This one retails for $68. Pretty high price tag for a foundation, and I believe it's not very full coverage at all, but I just really love to try it out. I've heard good things from people about that foundation, and it's one that does really interest me. Alright, so looking at all of my eyeshadows and face stuff, so far I'm at $632. But let's move on to the next section, which is skincare. Skincare, I have two items for skincare. I have the Sunday Riley A+ Retinol. I had this as a sample from an Ipsy bag, and that thing has lasted me so long. I still have product coming out of it, and I've had it for like probably a year at this point. And I really do like that retinol because I feel like it just really helps my skin. It's really nice. It's like very thin. It has a nice like texture and everything. And that one retails for $85. And then I would also like to try the Tatcha water cream, but I put the mini because yeah, just that's what I need. That one is $20 for the mini. I'm not sure how much the full price one is, but $20 is definitely more doable. Okay, then let's move to cheek products. The cheek products I have here, I have blushes and bronzers and highlighters all in one section. So the first thing I will love to try and put into my $1,000 gift card is the Patrick Ta Do We Know Her blush little duo. These just came out. I don't know what the blush duos are called, but I know the shade I want is called Do We Know Her. Those retail for $34. I would also love to pick up the Nars liquid blush. This is not a new product. I think it's been around for quite a while, but it's always interested me. I love cream blushes, so I will definitely pick that one up as well. So that one is $30. Next on my list, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Bronzer. These are pretty new, and I've heard so many good things about them from a lot of people I watch here on YouTube, saying that these are really great, the formula's good, and those retail for $55. Then I have the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. Will love to pick this up. I have one of the cream blushes, but I didn't get the cream bronzer because they were a bit more expensive. They retail for $32, whereas the blush is only $20. So if I had $1,000, I would definitely pick up the bronzer because I would really love to try a cream bronzer. I've never tried a cream bronzer. As much as I love cream products, I've never tried a cream bronzer. So I would love to have a Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer, $32. And then I have the Hourglass Ambient Bronzer. This bronzer I've seen a lot of people rave about. I've been wanting it for so long. And I think this one is the mini that I have on here because it's $26, and I think there's more expensive than that for the bigger size, so that would be the mini, I believe. And then lastly, the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Highlighter Wand. I would love to have. This is one thing I've been putting in my basket, taking it out, putting it in my basket, taking it out over and over, and I would just love to have that beauty highlighter wand. It looks so pretty, you know, the pictures, and I've seen a couple people use it on YouTube. and that retails for $38 for that though. And I don't think you get that much product in there, but it's just so pretty. I would love to have it, and I might pick it up one of these days. Okay, so adding in skincare and cheek products, we're at $952, but we still have one more category, and that is lips. So now, as far as lips go, I have two items that I would pick up in this category. Number one is the Fenty Shear Lip product, lip like little sticks or lip whatever that just came out. I would love the shade Glazed. Those retail for $22. They just came out recently. I didn't pick it up, but that is one thing that has been interesting to me recently. And then the second thing for the lip category is the Mcgrath mini lip trios. These only retail for $25, which I think her regular size lipsticks are probably $25 a piece by themselves, but with this you get the minis, and there's 3 of them, so just kind of to try her formula more. I do own one of her lipsticks, which I don't love, but I want to try different colors because I think it's the color that's throwing me off. So that mini trio will be a great way to try some other lipsticks and other colors in her line. So what do we end up spending now? We ended up at $999. Crazy. So I'm under my budget by $1. I know it would be more tax and all that stuff would add up too, but of course if you had $1,000 you would try to get as much as possible. And that is my wish list. Those are all of the items that I would just love to have if I had $1,000 to shop at Sephora. So I hope you guys like this video. If you want to do this video, if you have a channel, do this video to post it. I would love to see other responses, or post down in the comment section things that you would get if you had $1,000. I would love to see if we have overlap or things that are on your wish list. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more from my channel, and I will check you guys out later. Bye bye, adios.